craft explorer, drifting through the dark we roam. Scanners up, signals strong, every system's a map, every scan's a song. From the edge of the void to the planets untold, hunting for life in the cosmic cold. Alien signals beneath the sky, exobiology waiting, no limits to fly. From the edge of the void to the planets untold, hunting for life in the cosmic cold. Alien signals beneath the sky, exobiology waiting, no limits to fly. Earth-like worlds untouched and wild, pirates out there with fury piled. Between the peace and danger's call, Bacardi stands strong, never will fall. Bacardi's on the hunt, stars in his sight, exploring the unknown through endless nights. From Earth-like dreams to the pirate's fire, with the Corvette blazing, his enemies retire. Trekking life forms, chasing down the fight. In the depths of space, he's the guiding light. Boots hit the ground, scanners ping alive. Biological wonders in the deep survive. Through the nebula's reach, to the stars untamed, every new discovery adds to the game. But there's danger out there in the pirate zone. Federal Corvettes, engines moan. Locked in tight, no mercy given. When pirates attack, it's survival driven. Between the stars and battles fought, he never loses the mission he's got. Life in the black, born for the quest. Bacardi pushes on, never needs rest. Bacardi's on the hunt, stars in his sight, exploring the unknown through endless nights. From Earth-like dreams to the pirate's fire, with the Corvette blazing, his enemies retire. Trekking life forms, chasing down the fight. In the depths of space, he's the guiding light. To the brightest star, Bacardi's traveled the galaxy near and far. No pirate too strong, no world too small. Commander Bacardi answers the call, exploring the mysteries, fighting the foe. In the galaxy's depths, it's where he'll go. Bacardi's on the hunt, stars in his sight, exploring the unknown through endless nights. From Earth-like dreams to the pirate's fire, with the Corvette blazing, his enemies retire. Trekking life forms, chasing down the fight. In the depths of space, he's the guiding light. From the blackest void to the brightest star, Bacardi's traveled the galaxy near and far. No pirate too strong, no world too small.
Okay, welcome in everybody. Quick glance around to make sure everything seems to be working good. Those of you who may have watched yesterday, I went out to see how much money I could make and stuff. I also went back out later after the stream, and I found in one little going out and coming back in, I found three Stratum Technicas, which had a really good 200 something million dollar payout just for those three. And I ended up yesterday making 483, I think. I started out with 500 million, so 483 million. That's not too bad. What I'm planning on today, uh, after some Googling and some Reddit posts reading, the one of the consensus is not all of them is that Stratum Technica tends to be occur more often around on planetary bodies around K-type stars, and secondly around F-type stars. So I'm going to try to set my route planner to just use K and F stars, but I'll have to see. I got to figure out where that's at. Hang on. You'd think it'd be under route settings, but that's not there. Not there. I just had it up a while ago. I remember now. There it is, right here. Right now, I currently have KGB foam type stars. When I'm exploring, I really probably should go ahead and allow these other things just to see. But so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna change the filter to eliminate everything except F stars and K stars. Now I do know for a fact that Stratum Technica does occur around other stars. Wow, seriously, where are the stars at? Where's the bubble? I want to know what direction I'm going. Okay, so we're gonna try to head out. I don't know, this away, a ways. One of the other things I might do is let's see how far we are. It's not quite far enough. Is to change my route settings from the big hops to the small hops. That would include a whole lot more stars. So, and in this particular case, while I would like to collect a lot of stratum today, I'm not going to. How would I say this? I'm not going to focus on first footfalls and discovery bonuses because I am trying to see if it actually occurs, with some regularity, like 1 in 8 systems or something. I'm just trying to get enough distance so that we'll get a significant number of systems to. Well, I am coming back to the bubble. Cal, welcome in, by the way. Get back to the bubble. Free ship skins, commander skins, and 40 million credits for scanning a beacon. How long is that going to be going on? Do you know? Because I was thinking of coming back to the bubble and topping off on tritium before I head out to the bubble nebula. I don't really need to top off on tritium, but I just thought I'd do it. All right, well, it'll only take me 1 day to get back, so I'll look into that. Thanks for telling me that. I just signed up for the on the Frontiers Influencer portal. I didn't see anything about that yet, though, when I was reading it yesterday. But okay. I'll check your announcement in your Discord. Has it got details on what you have to do or where? Oh, that's a little far. Okay, we'll go there. 10 jumps. Oh. Let me pull up Discord real quick. Yeah, I'm not, I wouldn't. Excuse me, I'm not going to do it in open. Where's my Discord? Is it behind there or something? There it is. Okay. Is it under announcements? Is that the Gankoween thing you posted today? Okay. All right. Yeah, I might do that. Man, ship skins. I'm kind of interested in the commander thing, but I'm not really worried about the ship skins. But yeah, I'll be back in the bubble. Heck, I might head back tomorrow. I was going to try to head back for the update, but I thought it'd been delayed to like the 31st or something. I'm not sure though. I'll have to check and see. All right. Let's get out of here and start heading out. I'm just trying to see if you'd be unsurprised if it gets delayed again. Wouldn't surprise me at all, but the ads are running, but you probably have turbos. Oh, that's disappointing. I set up a streamer bot alert. It's supposed to say 1 minute ahead of time for Twitch ads. I'll have to look at that because it's supposed to say something like this.
Ads starting in 1 minute.
1 minute before the ads run, just to let everyone know and let me know, but obviously it didn't work. Okay, well, I'll try again. So I'm just, like I said though, I appreciate the information. I'll be back in the bubble momentarily. Well, I'm not going to stay there very long. I'll ask around if anyone wants to ride to the Bubble Nebula, because it looks cool. Not that there's anything out there that's different than anywhere else, but I'm just going to head out there and do some more of the same stuff that I've been doing, making money. I made almost 500 million yesterday, so I was happy with that.
Landing gear retracted.
It'll be interesting though if I can find not an easier, but a method that it's right. Get to work. And thanks very much for coming in, Cal. I do appreciate it every time you stop in. Getting back to it, my route should only be K and F K and F type stars, so we shall see if the odds are better around those particular types of stars. So
Frameshift drive charging.
I do not have high hopes. I was real happy yesterday though when I didn't notice what class of star it was. Golly, what class of star it was, but I found a system with 2 planets with sulfur dioxide atmospheres, and they both had Stratum Tectonica. So I got 2 Stratum Tectonicas just in one system, and I'd already found a previous in a previous system found another one in sodium. God, what is it with sodium? Sulfur dioxide. I'm not sure if I've ever found Stratum Tectonica. I wasn't paying attention previous to that on anything but a sulfur dioxide.
Scan complete.
There's nothing
Fuel
here.
scooping.
And planets, so I'm actually trying to pay some more attention to it today to see exactly what I do find.
Fuel scooping complete.
At least these stars are
Frameshift drive
scoopable.
charging.
Well, that's one down, but it didn't have any planetary bodies, so it don't count. Oh, I'm a little spicy. I think I might want to cool off first. It's a little close to the star. Didn't Pay attention. There we go.
Frameshift drive charging.
And as always, I have my trusted cup of coffee. Any people in chat got any advice about finding Stratum Technica and increasing your odds?
4, 3,
Or is it just like roll the dice type thing? The reason I'm focusing on Stratum Technica, of course, is it's the highest paying thing. And usually if it's on a planet, it's usually pretty easy to find. It's usually fairly plentiful. And I don't recall if I've ever found it on a system that has more than 2 biological
System scan complete. Fuel
signals. That's something else I need to pay attention to.
Fuel scooping complete.
Golly, another one with no planets. But that, of course, will mean I'll have to scan pretty much everything in a system,
Charging.
even if, well, if it hadn't been scanned before. And if it is stratum, despite the type of atmosphere, I'll have to map it at least to see if it's stratum. Well, that'll just tell me it's stratum. Until I get down on the planet, I won't know. So I'll have to go find all the stratums just to see if it's Stratum Technica or not. But that's okay. I mean, killing time. More, like I say, it's kind of, I need to pick a day a week. Tuesday's as good as any, I guess, to do stuff like this instead of just going out and doing regular exploration and grinding away, but test some theories and stuff to see what's going. I might have picked a lousy direction to go. 25 bodies though.
Fuel scooping complete.
Let's see what's if it's mapped or not. That type of stuff. Even if it's mapped, well, actually that's kind of better. But since I'm not really doing it to make my know, it's not mapped, nor is it discovered. So. We have, wow, that's a long way away. We have a possible unicorn here, so let's see what we got. Okay, let's just see if we find some type of orbit line, a clue. Okay, that'll work. It's gonna take a while to scan this, but what else do we have to do? Gas giant. And as always, I'm going to tell you that my camera view, I'm going to get darker, a little darker as the light from the side brightens. I have found a way to compensate, 2 ways actually, to compensate for that. I haven't tested one of them. One of them that I haven't tested would be to cover this window a little bit. Methane. And the other is to turn my ring light up to Nova. And that seems to work, but sadly, I can't abide it in my face. I can't see, because it's like 2 feet away from my face, right behind the monitor, and it pretty much blinds me when I'm trying to see anything. But we'll see what happens. I don't need to see me anyway. Not much luck of anything in this system so far. It only takes one. There be more. Don't know how long I'll stream. This may take a little while of time, but I got nothing but time, so may not be very entertaining to the viewer. Curiosity of mine. Water geysers, huh? I was on a planet the other day that had geysers everywhere and fumaroles. I actually went down. There was bacteria or something. I didn't worry about it, but I actually went down just to find the fumaroles. So didn't do anything with them because my key bindings on my SRV are foobar. Still have yet to fix this. I can drive the SRV and stuff, but I couldn't get the weapons to deploy. So I thought it was just too close to the ship, but I moved further away from the ship, and that made no difference. So some type of operator error, no doubt. Not seeing even atmospheres here. course, so if there's anything reasonable or something to check out, it'll be around the other star, some 100,000 light seconds away. My metal content. Let me look at that again. I know there's nothing on it. I just wanted to. Okay, yeah, it's too high to land anyway. The atmospheric pressure. The lead observatory, which is running in the background, will tell me if it's landable. Much to my annoyance. Well, let's go see what B has to offer us. Looks like quite a bit. Well, let's keep drilling down first. Nothing. Notice there are a few big time streamers on. That's okay. It will not affect my research at all. I keep saying I'm not going to upload videos like this to YouTube and stuff, but that's a lie. I probably will. Especially if I start getting some kind of data. The argon atmosphere. But no features. I need to pipe the sound from that into the... I'm trying to debate whether I want to do that right now or not. It says it's got an atmosphere. No features anyway, so where'd it go? Okay, there's one. Nothing. Let's step this out a little bit. Nothing. 18 of 25. Now this is just going to be anecdotal anyway. If I find anything, not a statistical type thing, because doing that I would have to take into account the fact that there are bodies that don't have any biology, and I don't know. I'm not a statistician, so. Though in a past life I have done a lot of statistics, but not like that. That's what really matters. Is I'm trying to narrow down a method that makes it more efficient to find stratum tech. And at this phase, it involves a lot of grindy type stuff just to see, but we shall endeavor to. Guess it all boils down to finding a system that has biology as usual. You know, I don't know if 6 biologicals. I've also heard they find on ammonia atmospheres sometimes too. So can't verify that. I won't know until I go down and map the surface to see if there's any stratum.
System scan complete.
Okay, and of course that's going to be a huge distance away because it's around the B star, I think. 127. That's not it anyway, but it is. Okay, maybe it's. Oh, good, it's close. Excellent. Okay, we'll go check that one out. I'm not, didn't see any other biology anywhere, so in a way, we're kind of lucky. Lucky in the fact that it's so close. I may or may not go down, but if that's got 6 biologicals, 1's bacteria, so that's 5. If I was, like yesterday, if I was just trying to make money, I'll get a first footfall. But I'm looking for stratum, so I don't really want to spend the time. Well, I do. Part of me does. Part of me says go get it, but I'm really looking for stratum, so we'll see what happens. What I should do is bookmark this system and say, okay, there be biologicals here when you're not goofing off, experimenting and collecting data or something. Go back and get them, but Oh, if there's no stratum, well, it depends. If there's tubus or something, I'm just, it just tears me up to find stuff and ignore it. But I might. I don't know. Guess it really doesn't matter. I had 7 jumps, so I might go down and do some play stuff because I only got 7 stars. Maybe when I plot my next route, I might change it to the short hops, and that will increase the number of stars, assuming that there are enough stars close enough together to plot a route. That would significantly increase the number of jumps, thus the number of intermediate systems to check. As it is now, I could be passing by F and K stars that weren't needed for this, the route that I have with my current jump range. I don't know. The more I think about this, the less inviting it looks to do, but it is something to do. Instead of just saying, oh, I'm going to make money. But again, as I was telling Cal for all seasons there, I kind of wasn't going to head to the bubble to top off my tritium because it's not on the path to the bubble nebula. It'll take me just over 2 kilotons of tritium to get to the bubble, and maybe about 2 to get to the bubble nebula. And I have plenty of tritium, enough on board to do that without refueling. But if I'm going to the bubble, I'm going to be refueling. And since I've made so much money on this trip already to help pay for it, I will top off my tritium back up to about 20 kilotons. Max it out. Then I can go pretty much anywhere. I do know I have to be back in the bubble December 14th or so for a fundraising event. So there's that. I am surprised I actually stayed here so long. I've come to the conclusion that the nebula does not make any specific type of species or biological species more likely. So Fungoidia, osseous, stratum. Oh, this is an ammonia. So let's go down and see. That was what I was going to do. By the way, let's tubus. That probably would have went on down just for the tubus, but thankfully the stratum and tubus are in the same area. Maybe I can knock out both of them while I'm down there. I'm not going to worry about the other little guys. So let's see what kind of stratum this is. Probably something like stratum, something lime, but we'll see. Now, I would prefer a flatter area. Everything's flat enough, so yeah, that'll work. If I can get down to it. Slow down.
Orbital flight engaged.
Oh, goody. Just made it. Looks like there's some flat areas there. Kind of flat. Let's go see what we got. It'll be fun. Kinda, sorta. Had a good stream yesterday. If you, a good turnout of people came in. I was quite surprised. Some people came in that other people knew their name. I'm not going to be a name dropper, but I was very surprised about that. Not displeased at all. It's nice to meet, a lot of new people. Also, I'll reiterate, I need to put up an event in my Discord, but anybody wants to hop on my carrier while I am in the bubble, going to head to the bubble nebula, wants to ride out there and spend a few days doing some exploration, you are certainly more than welcome All I ask is that you let me know, so I don't move the carrier, carrier or something like that from underneath you. I don't know if I like that soil color. At least I was looking for bacteria. I don't know, bacteria might actually stand out on here, but let's get down here and see. If there's stratum, it should be plentiful and easy to find. And tubus is usually very easy to spot if it's there. And I'm very disappointed that my ad alert did not work. I'm going to have to work on that. When I test it, it says it works, but obviously it's not getting the alert from the Twitch API. If there is one, I don't know. I mean, it says there. Oh, look at that. Look at all that stratum right there. Next to the tubus. I don't want that. I want this. Oh. Almost the right color. It looks more like lime. Ooh, what's the gravity here? Let's not bounce off the ground. Okay. I don't think that's Technica though. Do not believe it's Technica. But you know what we're going to do? We're gonna land and sample them anyway and find them since we're here. Then I might find the tubus because it's literally right there. It looks like it's everywhere. So you know, I should take notes. I don't want to have to watch the VOD and do this, but I'm horrible. I'm not a scientist, so I will know intuitively if I start finding, when I'm done with this trip, if I have 3 or 4 stratums, I'll go, oh hell yeah, that's better, because I never get 3 or 4 except like yesterday I did. So. Now that looks like the what you call it, lime. Let's go out in the light so we can get a better look at it. Nah, it's definitely not Technica. That's the much more common version variety. So yeah. Just barely more than bacteria. And tubus will pay more than that. I'll be excited if I find a sulfur dioxide. Man, I almost said sodium again. Professional here. Professional. Okay, well, this planet is a bust in the sense that it's an ammonia atmosphere. But then again, there may be a correlation about the number of biologicals. I don't know if I've gone far enough yet. It'll tell me. Okay, I have, so let's knock these out real quick. But there may be a correlation. No, I didn't. My gears. There may be a correlation between the number of biologicals. Like I said, I don't remember ever finding Stratum Technica on a system that had a lot of on a planetary body that has a lot of biologicals. Usually I've only found it with 1 or 2 biologicals, so. I was surprised yesterday I found it with 1 biological. I was like going, that's probably bacteria, but it wasn't. It was Stratum Technica on a sulfur dioxide planet, so I am not complaining in that regard. I'm just seeing which one's closer. I guess that'll do. I'm going to keep an eye out for the bacteria anyway. I don't know if I'll get it, but I just want to see what it looks like. And of course, if I see a lot of it, then I might get it after the tubus, since I'm here. I know I'm not going to leave this area, though. There's plenty of what I'm looking for right here. I can see enough tubus to get enough samples already, scattered around. I haven't hit any F-class stars yet on the route. Might not. I don't know if the route plotter plotted any. I mean, it was supposed to, it could include them, but it might not have needed to, so.
Landing gear retracted.
And you're up. We need one more sample. Should be easy to find. Like right there. Let's back up so we don't. Hopefully, won't be right on top of it, but could happen. And I'm still tempted to include the sound from Elite Observatory. If I do that, that'll be one more thing I have to verify is working before the stream. Because not sometimes OBS, even though I tell it to capture a specific application or something, doesn't, and I have to redo it or restart the application or something. But I've learned if I don't do that, I get surprised, by things not working during the stream. Such is life. Okay, here they are. Not Stratum Technica, it's Peleus or whatever it was called, but, had to come down anyway to make sure what kind it was. And now we'll go get that tubus that is literally everywhere. And there's some Frexter or Tussock, I guess it is. I'm not really worried about that. Again, I'm not out here today, at least. I'm not out here to make a screaming lot of money. I'm just trying to see if I find more Stratum Technica than I normally would by just limiting my category of stars. So far, it's early days, but it's not promising yet. However, this is only the first planet at biology that I've found.
Landing gear retracted.
Might as well start right there. It won't take but a moment. Where'd they go? There they are.
Landing gear deployed.
So, let's see. Nice colorization on this soil, though. Look at all the tubus everywhere. I tried really hard to park close to this. I didn't want to land on top of it, but well, that's a different kind of tubus. It doesn't have the little things on top. Well, it has something on top, but it's different. Huh. Just over
Ads starting in 1 minute.
Ads start in 58 seconds. See, my alert is not working on that. That's just annoying. Let me get speaker bot a moment. Trigger. Yeah, it's 1 minute. Twitch upcoming ad trigger. Try 1 and 2 and see what that does. It's quite annoying. Usually those things are pretty straightforward to set up, so Okay, let's go find another sample. Gotta go 800 meters. So that's gonna be too close over there. Gonna be an issue though. Look at all that stratum laying around. And we've got the distance.
Landing gear deployed.
He said there was like 50 seconds till the ad, but there's no ad alert thing. The ads are running, so I don't know what. I get so confused. It should put up. Now, if I pulled up the ad manager, it'd be pretty clear if an ad's running or not. But I don't have that up currently. I'm just. Is that closer than that? Oh well. More tussock or something, whatever it is. I will resist the. Yeah, that other one probably was closer. I will resist the urge to collect that though. Yeah, I do believe that one behind the ship was actually closer. And if you don't know, the reason that those are purple, that indicates that they are scannable. I could scan them, but I would have to discard my current sample because I'm kind of in the process of collecting enough samples for tubas. And I need one more after this. Then we shall depart. And I won't worry about this tussock and stuff. We'll jump to the next system and see what kind of joy we get there. Hopefully there'll be a sulfur dioxide planet with biology. So I can like, oh, woohoo, maybe. I don't need this anymore. Yeah, that one behind the ship I think is definitely closer. Either that or it's just big. Probably should have got, maybe I'll get a screenshot on the next one. I don't think I've ever collected this particular variety before, but you never know. I have so many screenshots that I have to crop them and edit them before I can use them. And just haven't got around to doing them all yet. But I have them. Let's tool around this way and see what we can see. Oh, there's a bacteria right there. Oh, there's four. There are 4 different species right here on this little plateau or plain or whatever. Normally when I'm collecting samples, I like that. You can just knock them all out right here. So we'll get this out and we'll try the next system and see if there's any biology. And even more tussock. That'd be easy to collect. I may scan one of them. I'll have to discard it on the next planet, but just to see what that's worth. Okay, that's all 3 samples of that. I'm going to scan these just to see what they're worth. And when the next planet I do sampling on, it'll complain, but you'll be all right. Okay, it's almost $2 million. I think I could walk to those next samples to collect those. They're only 200 meters, but I'm not going to worry about it. Yeah. I wish there was an easy way to discard your samples. Not that that's really needed, but... Okay, let's do our next jump. Back on track here.
Landing gear retracted.
Once I get unmask logged, I'll just jump directly to it. I won't even have to go to orbit.
Frameshift drive charging.
Another Class K. We'll see. I guess instead of collecting the sample on that tusk, I could have just used the comp scanner if I get the ship to cooperate and hold still long enough. Okay. Raven Tunnel. Get rid of that surface scanner, which I'm sure I didn't switch yet.
System scan complete.
Oh, well, there's nothing here.
Fuel scooping.
Is it K-stars that don't have planets very often? I do not know. But we are going to the next one, another K-class star. I could have done this off stream, but I needed to stream today anyway, so I don't know why. Just keeping with the motto of if I'm playing, I'm streaming, which isn't always true, but usually I do. Certainly if I'm streaming, I'm playing. The reverse is true. So. But sometimes I play off stream just to set things up or play with other people. Hey, there's an orbital line, so let's see what's here. 9 bodies.
Fuel scooping complete.
Belt clusters, so we shall see what we have here. And whether it's already discovered or not. I care not. Well, I care when it's like 20 bodies to scan, but 9's not a big deal. And it's not discovered, really? Okay, someone has passed through here. They just didn't do everything. Let's see what this is, though. No first footfall. 4 biologics. It's a carbon dioxide atmosphere. We'll probably be going there, too, just to map it, or see if there's stratum. That doesn't mean I have to go down. What am I doing? I'm going to scan. So, I'm only going to go down on planets that have some variant or stratum to find out what variant it is. Okay, that's the one that we already saw, I assume. Yeah, may have a new codex entry. Oh, jeez. No biologics. Hope there's nothing behind this star. We shall see. Yeah. Oh, I don't know if it'll let me scan that. That's awful close. Oh, it did. Nice. It's awful close to that star, though, so wouldn't have been surprised if it said no. Nothing there anyway. 2 more to go. There they are. 2. Argon. We're still gonna go look.
System scan.
Okay, so we got 2 planets with biology on it. We'll go map them and see if there's any stratum on either one. Just for grins. Certainly no first footfalls on them, so let's remember to target it this time. Didn't take too long. At least it's around the same star, so. I don't know if it's last stream or the stream before. I went like over 100,000 light seconds to check out the biology on something. I guess I was bored. I don't know. But we'll get there a lot faster with some throttle. It's hard to believe I've been streaming an hour already. Well, that includes 10-minute intro, almost 10 minutes. That was a long intro today. I'm still setting up some stuff. I could edit out the intro, and when I upload it to YouTube, I can trim it, but half the time, more than half the time, I don't. I like that intro music. So, get our name in the books. I'm at least mapping the system, so. I think I'm going to go right by it, because I'm an idiot. Yep. See? It takes skill to do as many loops of chain as I do. It looks like all the stars are behind me, so maybe this would be the daylight side. And I meant to do that or something. I don't know. Nope, it's not the daylight side. I do this just in case I do end up going down. I want to go down the daylight or the lit side. So. Close enough. Enough light. Okay. We're still out of range though. Now we're not, but it's too small. I like it a little bigger to, in case I have to target the backside and stuff. When you're far away, that range between miss and optimum spot is pretty narrow. 2 probes, might be able to do it with just 1. Let's see. Gonna be bacterium, I don't know. No clue. What was this, an argon atmosphere?
Surface scanned by 50%. Surface scan complete.
Stratum, okay. Well, this game's going extending. I really want to know what type of atmosphere this is, though. So, but before I do that, I'm sure it's argon, if I remember correctly. But oh, it's carbon dioxide. Okay, well. I don't have high hopes for Stratum Tectonicis, but we'll see. That's what we're doing this for, to see. And of course, if I have to go down to find the stratum just to see what it is, I'm going to collect the samples of it. Alright, that looks fine right there. Again, you know, stratum usually is fairly plentiful and not hard to find, but it kind of depends on the type of surface that you pick for it. If it's on the flat plain areas and stuff that you go to, then you can see it easily, and it's usually not so hard to find. And I'm thinking that this looks a little smoother over here. I could be wrong, but we'll go there and see. Won't know till I get there. Let's see what type it is. So far it's easier to go. I've only found it on the sulfur dioxide, but we shall see. I could be wrong. Even randomly, I would surmise that it occurs on other atmospheres. But it'd be very easy to spot in this soil or this plane. So it's down low enough for things to resolve. It should start any moment for the bigger things, but. Taking our time here. Oh, slow. I like it when I just, right where I drop out, there is stuff. Probably rocks. Well, no, wait. That's got the right shape for Stratum Technica. Oh, this looks good. This is promising. This was a carbon dioxide world.
Landing gear deployed.
The Reddit posts I saw and everything, people were like saying, target this type of thing with this gravity and this atmosphere and stuff, and I'm like, okay. If your only reason for worrying about that type of gravity is to make it easier to land, that's not what I'm worried about. Let's see what we got. It sure looks like it could be. I'll get closer. If it's got the white veins around the green stuff, that's what it sure looks like. We'll know when we scan it. If I had to say anything, I'd say that that is Stratum Technica. Whoops. Okay, and it's a thing I had to discard the sample, so that's fine. I expected that. There it is. So, carbon dioxide atmosphere 1. Now, if I was really doing this scientifically, I'd just do all types of stars and just go. But then I would need a spreadsheet. I would really need a spreadsheet that to try to figure that out, which is what I should be doing anyway. And I might do this again and do it the right way at some point. I need another monitor though. It should be nice with all the log data and stuff I've got or I'm collecting. I could search that and say, where did I find Stratum Tectonicis, whatever, Tectonicus at, and I need to go 500 meters. That should not be hard to find. Search that stuff, and I would have plenty of data. I don't know if that's one. It looks like a rock. I'm sure that's a rock. Yeah, it's just a rock. Looking for the greenish tint. That's with night vision off, so it makes the greenish tint a little easier to see. And unlike a lot of the other stratums that kind of are a cylinder type shape or half a cylinder shape laying on its side, these are more of like just a splotch. But I'm thinking of why can't I search the log data or something? Someone's already thought of that, I'm sure. So you should be able. There should be some type of tool that you can go. Okay, even like this Elite Observatory. I'll have to look at that and see effort that because it searches the journals and it knows these things, so I should be able to figure out some way to determine that you have found in the past Stratum Technica on this type of planet with this atmosphere or something, That would solve this dilemma of what I'm not really dilemma, just a little exercise in futility, but I wouldn't have to do this. All right. However, this is the second K-star system that had biologicals. So 1 out of 2 systems that had biologicals, that's... If every other one has Stratum Tectonicus, that could be really telling. Even though it's not sulfur dioxide. So maybe I shouldn't just focus on sulfur dioxide stuff.
Landing gear retracted.
Need to be low so I can see the greenish tint. I'm gonna go 500 meters. It should not take too long. It's pretty plentiful. Am I far enough? Come on, am I far enough? Bummer, I'm not. There's one though. One last sample of this. I'm not gonna worry about, since I don't see, well, maybe I do. I don't really see the tubas. And I would get the tubas just for the money, but I'm not going to worry about it. I'm liking the results kind of sort of so far with this. I mean, that's like $100 million almost I have already. Not that I'm worried about the money, but eventually when I try to do this, I will be worrying about the money. Because that's why I'm doing it. Closer, closer. Okay. Done. Now we got one more planet to go see. That'd be nice if I found Stratum Tectonicus there too. That'd kind of match the record yesterday of finding, in the same system, finding 2 bodies with Stratum Tech on it. But it had a different type of atmosphere. But it had a, I forget what it had actually. It wasn't carbon dioxide though. That in itself is kind of odd to me. I mean, it seems like when you go to a system, the planets all have similar type atmospheres. But let's see. It's argon with 2 biologics. I do not have high hopes on this one, but then again, if I target it, it might actually let me get there. Right? Okay. I do that all the time. I do it so often now I just know I didn't target it and I go back and do it. You know.
Landing gear retracted.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be above us anyway here. So, not that it matters because I'm not going to hyperspace. It's super cruise. So.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Wait a second before I start. Well, it's not really that much of a difference in the angle. $4,000 light seconds. It'll take a moment, but not. We'll almost spend more time climbing out of this gravity well than traveling there. We shall see. And that would be nice, though, if you could get data from a bunch of people and basically say, okay, where has, you know, the Stratum Tectonics been found, you know, and kind of make a count of, you know, the different type of atmospheres and characteristics of the bodies and the stars and stuff, and just to see if there's some correlation. I'm sure there is a correlation, but you know, kind of firm up exactly what that, you know, correlation is. Take advantage of that correlation in trying to find it. I wouldn't be surprised if there wasn't some tool already, at least, and that would be that'd be good for discovered systems, things that have been mapped, to try to discover what that correlation is. I'd be surprised though that Spanch or one of the other sites haven't already got that feature built in to do that. Say you want to make Elite in exobiology or something, so you say, generate me a list of systems and worlds where this is found at and within this range. It's kind of like the Road to Riches, or what is it, Exobiology Boulevard or something like that, to take the fast track to make a lot of money to get Elite. Doesn't do any good though for unexplored systems, but knowing what category of what type of planet and stars they orbit and stuff, that increases the likelihood, not necessarily guarantees it, increases the likelihood of finding it. Could be very beneficial for explorers out in the deep trying to make money and get that first discovery bonus. So that's the problem with something like using something that's already been mapped and everything, is the discovery bonus is already gone, and that's not a real big deal. I mean, it's a big deal money wise, but still, Stratum Tectonicis is still one of the highest paying samples you can gather. So it'll be interesting when I turn in, though, when I'm down here, to see if I bust another billion. Well, half a billion. Half a billion will put me over a billion on hand. But if I make 1.5 billion, then that would be an additional billion doing this type of stuff here. I already made a billion so far. Seen some cool stuff too, though, out here. Cool looking fungoideas, glow in the dark electrica, or whatever it's called. My friend Chick Magnet found some type of bioluminescence anemones, which I think I've seen in the past, but I need to ask him where he found that at so I can go look at it. I did it if I have time before I head back to the bubble. So now we're just going to zoom right by this thing again, pretty much. They're yakking them. Got the throttle at 0. I'm trying to decelerate fast enough. It looks like I might.
Ad starting in 1 minute.
Oh, the ad alert worked. Now, whether it's 2 minutes or 1 minute, I don't know which one it was, but it says 1 minute, but that's hard coded in there. So let's see if we actually do get. I don't have any other warning though. We'll see if ads start though in a minute or two. So that helps me probably more than the viewer, because if I'm focused on what I'm doing, I may not see you can't see me because I got the camera up. I'm pointing over me. I can't see the pop up in chat that comes up that says ads and something. Now if it pops up and says ads in a minute, or 50 seconds or something, then I'll know that the 2 minute thing is what triggered that. So instead of the 1 minute, that's weird. Oh, there it is.
Starting in 1 minute.
Well, now it triggered again. That is odd. So I might try taking that 2 minute thing off again and see if it keeps working. Maybe it worked. I don't know. Who knows? We'll figure it out though. Make it pop something up in chat, some message or something in chat also, basically saying something. The ads are coming up, I'll still be here and I won't be doing much during the ad, so you won't miss anything. Ads are a good thing, blah blah blah. Help support the creator, blah blah blah. I might get a penny out of that. I guess it really depends on how many viewers there are. So far, I generally don't have enough viewers to really make any significant. The ads make a significant contribution. That's okay though. Wasn't my choice to have ads. It was just a bane of making affiliate. I have to deal with it. Yeah, I only use one probe. I want to see if you can do it with one.
Surface scanned by
Nope.
50%.
Well, we can do it with two though. You only have to get 90% before it actually basically means that's 100%.
Surface scan complete.
Bacterium, Fontacella, that's it. So we won't even be going down for that, but no stratum. That was the whole goal of trying to see what was there. Okay. Next system. And we have 5 more jumps to arbitrary endpoint. Purely arbitrary. Get the honker up. Okay.
Frameshift drive charging.
Now if there was the alert for the end of ads, I guess if that timer alert would actually work right,
3,
like at 1 minute,
1.
set a timer. I already have a timer on the screen. It shows me, it's on add 2 of 3 right now. Now add 3 is starting, so. I don't know. A little bit of difference in the
Fuel
timings on
scooping.
the widget and, okay.
Fuel scooping complete.
18 bodies. Got an orbital line there. It's going far enough to cool off. Let's see what's here. Okay, there be a map here, but that is not 18 bodies. So what slacker did this? It might have just been a hunk and scoop. Those things are so big they might have been detected on this auto scan. But sadly, we can't use that. We're going to have to do it the other way. Let's go left this time. Going to be clusters. Oh joy, there's a sun in the way. Let's see if there's anything behind said sun. No, good. Nice that it tells you that it gives you an indication of something behind the sun, but it won't let you scan it. I guess that makes sense of the big ass sun in the way. Going the wrong way. 2 geologics. Well, at least there's something in this system. 2 more geologics. Nothing there. Oops. More geologics. And there's still something there. Another big one. Okay, 8 of 18, 10 more. I believe they're all close enough to this line to see. I don't know though. May have to move out a little bit. Make a pass. It's not lighting up, so get back to the sun, then I'll start doing the diagonal. Okay, now we'll just take a swath this way and start seeing what we got. 10 more bodies. What am I? Must be a lot of moons around something. Okay, let's go this way. Now we cheat. If it'll let me, if it's in, whoops. Oh, I didn't know that did that. If anything says unexplored, and there's one. Let's see what we got. Where you be? Point a nose at it, then bring the scanner up and it should be right in front of us. Oh, maybe that's why I didn't see it. Oh, it's behind the sun. Okay. Even though I didn't get an indication of anything, it's behind the sun. So we can deal with that. Be enough. Let's see. Must be a lot of moons there. I don't know if I ever found Stratum Tectonics. It's on a moon, though. Usually it's a planet. That usually means nothing. Nothing. Alright, now we're drilling down into some stuff. Nothing. Geologics. Nothing. Since I'm there. Nothing. Nothing. Well, which one was that says it had an atmosphere but didn't? An ammonia atmosphere. Oh, it's got 5 biologicals. See, I didn't even see that. Well, we'll have to go there then. Just to make sure. 2 more to go in this system. Where are you at? There it is. Good.
System scan complete.
Okay. I think that's like 1C or something. We'll determine that. Okay, it's not C. Ammonia with 5 biologics. That would be it. Well, we'll see what we got there. Ammonia. I've heard ammonia might have them sometimes too. So let's go and find out. What I'm going to do once I get to the end point of this plot is I'll go laterally a little bit, then I'll plot a, well, after I'm done with that lateral jump, then I'll plot a course back to the carrier and see what we find on the way back. Not planning on making a really long, I did a 5.5 hour stream yesterday. I'll do a relatively short stream now, and I might do another one later tonight. If we can do a loop of shame here. In fact, I'm going to come in from above a little bit because that's the way I roll. Besides, I don't have nasty gravity well perhaps to deal with. gas giant there. Busy little planetary system. Assuming I find stratum. If I don't find stratum, well, this will be a quick trip. Just map it and move on. Sips coffee. What I'm not hearing is I'm not hearing background music. And that means you guys probably weren't hearing it. It was turned down so far. If that covers up my voice or the, I know it's covering up the game sounds to some degree, but we'll see. If it becomes a problem, just let me know. Music is from Stream Beats, and for you guys watching the video on YouTube, the music is not recorded on the VOD, so you're out of luck when it comes to that. I'm so confident that there's no stratum, but it is ammonium, but I'm not even going to worry about daylight side or nighttime side, just to map it. If it turns out there is stratum, then I'll move to the daylight side before descending. Looks like there's partial daylight anyway there. Well, we got one Stratum Tectonicis so far, and this is the third system with biologics, so it's not too bad. Bad of an average so far. I'll get a little closer. Okay. Good enough. Let's do it. 4 probes. Probably need 2, but we'll see. We shall see. Oh, sorry, that's just where it's positioned. You know, it's like, I didn't miss. I haven't missed, you know, hitting a planet with a probe in a long time.
Surface scanned by 50%.
Okay.
Surface scan complete.
Bacterium osseous stratum. Man. But it's everywhere, so we're going down. Which we want a daylight side. Okay, it looks like. So I just want to go somewhere up there. We have to go down and see what type of stratum it is. And of course, if I do that, then I'm going to collect all 3 samples of it anyway. But even if it's not a high-paying one, hopefully it'll be Stratum Tech, though. I mean, that would be interesting. If so, I mean, I haven't even found any sulfur dioxide planets yet, so if I find Stratum Tech on this planet, I'm going to be like going, okay, that's kind of blows that out of the water.
Orbital flight engaged.
It don't matter where I go, it's everywhere, so let's just try to find some smooth stuff. There we go. That'll work right there. One spot on the planet where it's not up there at the top of the screen. Well, at least where it says it's not. It probably it's not. There might be some there anyway. Okay, here's our glide. Where are we coming down at? Of course, let's go right over here. A smoother area. Perfect. Night vision's on. Let's get down to. We can see what's down here. Curious, it's the same, basically same color of soil as the carbon dioxide planet was. At least in this region. Soil's very widely though. We got 0.27G. Things should start popping up if we're going on. There's some stuff. Yeah, lots of stuff. So let's see what we got. Oh my goodness. That's got an odd shape, so it could be stratum, if it is. But there's also other stuff around it. Let's go see. It's got that odd splotty shape, so it could be. And there's something else. Oh, that's not. That's definitely not. That's. Is that the osseous? No. But what? Is that some? I gotta be able to scan this stuff. I may actually sample these other things too, but if I can get the ship to hold still long enough to do me a favor and let me scan it. Oh, no, that's stratum. It's just a line, so. I wonder what. Oh, I don't want to land yet. Come on, don't land yet. I'm going to try to sample these other things that just, or scan one of these. It's going to be a pain in the arse. How high am I? 40 meters? I'm going to try to make it bigger. I've got these before. I just want to see what they are. But, see, I'm not doing this. The ship is just moving on its own. So it makes it almost impossible to scan. Oh well. Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to sample it first, so I'll know what they are. Then I'll discard the sample when I sample the stratum. So, yeah, that's what I'll do.
Landing gear deployed.
Just so I'll see what it is. Anytime now. Okay. Oops, wrong button. This is not the odd shaped thing. That's some type of either flexor or tussock. These, on the other hand, I might end up. Oh, that's not a very cool sample looking. There we go. Pumpkins. Maybe these are the space pumpkins that Chick Magnet was talking about. Alright, well after I get through with the, I'll get those after I get the stratum. Yeah, we're going to discard that, so we'll come back to that. Oh, that's fine, it didn't tell me how much it's worth, but okay. Not that it matters. And I'm going to sample those Aleota things just because that's cool looking. I might even get a screenshot of them too. Kind of disappointed with the Stratum Tectonica, but that's okay. Let's go 500 meters to get this next sample. Again, though, they should be really prolific, so that's bacteria right there. Huh. This actually looks like a good place to collect biology, samples. That's what you were wanting to do. Auto landing in progress.
Landing gear deployed.
Yeah, when it said 500 meters between samples, I didn't mean to land 500 meters away. Make sure there's not one closer before I go on this hike. Bunk. Yeah, Commander, you could have parked a little closer. Jeez. That's some type of biology because it's purple. Oh, that's the Aliota, isn't it? Looks like they're going to be easy to find also, the sample though. Second sample. Me. Well. So far we had it on the carbon dioxide. Oh, I forgot already. Was it ammonia? Man. I would like to find the sulfur dioxide world though. It has biology just to see in comparison. Also, the fact that the stratum has been pretty much everywhere every system's had biological stuff has had some variant of stratum. I wonder if that has anything to do with the class of star or something.
Landing gear retracted.
This won't take but a moment. Probably not far enough. Oh, yeah. But I'm gonna just go over here and get it. See if we can park a little closer, Commander.
Landing gear deployed.
And then if there, I'll get the Aliotas after I get this last sample. Well, that's a little closer. Not a lot, but a little. I am such a great pilot. Indisputable. Is that one of the pumpkins right there? That's okay. There's stratum right there, too. How convenient. Maybe I didn't do such a bad job parking after all. Alright, we got the stratum. Now we'll go get the pumpkin. I want to get a picture of this, though, I think. After I get the sample. Again, it's not telling me what. Oh, because I've already scanned it once. I'm just doing this so I can get a picture. It'd be cool looking. Okay, that's done. Whee! Now we need 2 more samples of that, then we are out of here. I'm just going to turn and double back.
Landing gear retracted.
I don't think I have to go very far for this particular species to get. Yeah, I didn't think so. I only have to go 150 meters. I could literally have walked to the other samples. Look at all that bacteria.
Landing gear deployed.
I mean, but there's 5 biologicals, so that's 1, 2, 3, and I saw some tussock or something here also. In the same area, I mean. Where'd he go? I know I'm close to it. Okay. This way. Yeah, there's a pumpkin. Ooh, there's a rock. Okay, almost done here. Now I saw. I'm just wasting. That's bacteria. What's it look like? Oh. Okay, I've seen that before. All right. That's the other stuff. Wonder what's on the lighter colored soil over there. I'm just curious. Looks like the bacteria would be easy to get, though. It's fairly plentiful. Kind of just pulls at me to, like, you know, it's right there, just get it.
Landing gear retracted.
You explorers would know what I mean. It's just literally right there. I already went the minimum distance. So. Okay, there's more bacteria. I think those are the pumpkins. Yeah, they are. Once they start resolving.
Ads starting in 1 minute.
Ads starting in 2 minutes. I imagine that's what that really means. I'm going to, while I'm landing, I'm going to change that back to just 1 minute and see if it does its thing. If it doesn't, then I'll just set it for a 2-minute warning. Now I'll find out if that 1 minute alerts me now when I'm in a few seconds. Sorry about the ads upcoming though. But well, it is. Okay, there they are. Be the last sample of these, and then we are out of here before I get tempted to go after that bacteria.
Ads starting in 1 minute.
Okay, that's working. If that actually works reliably, then I can get rid of this particular chat window. This is the chat window in Stream Manager that I'm showing. And it kind of shows too much, because like if a message is deleted or something, it will still show the message. It's like a moderator view. No, I'll have to effort that. When I was streaming before, I used Restream, and they have a really easy to use chat window. Which, by the way, if you multi-stream to like YouTube and stuff, it shows both of them. That's kind of convenient. There's a plugin though for OBS to do multi-streaming now, but I don't know how it handles chat, if it handles it at all. Okay, let's plot our course before we get tempted. Next system. And get out of here.
Landing gear retracted.
Look at that bacteria over there. Man. What are you doing, Commander? We can just jump straight to it. Oh, it's a nice that planet up there. At this angle, it'll take a little bit of time to get unmask locked. Here we go. We can just go straight to it.
Drive charging.
Oh, it's a class F star. You bright white puppy. Well, I had to say my gut feeling so far is that these two categories of stars. Well, we'll see at the F. I haven't mentioned F yet. With K stars, the occurrence of stratum seems to occur fairly often. Not necessarily Stratum Tectonicus, but well, it does occur. I mean, other stratums seem to be fairly often. I've gone on whole trips and not found any stratum at all, no matter what the variant is. Let's do this before we forget. Okay. What we got here, if anything, is orbit line.
Fuel scooping.
11 bodies.
Fuel scooping complete.
Let's get a distance from this hot star. I'm already passing whatever these are. They're close, so I don't think this is A, B, C. 3 stars so far. See if it's been mapped yet. Only vaguely, but let's see, that's 1, 2, 3 stars. So we got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And no atmospherics that are landable. I have to honk again to see if it comes up with 11. I didn't notice. Yeah. Alright, next star system. Whoops. That was easy. How many more jumps we got on this leg? Okay.
Frameshift drive charging.
So far, I have to remain inconclusive. Inconclusive in regard to the predominance or how often Stratum Tectonicus is found, if it's even higher. This is not a scientific survey by any means.
Fuel scooping.
13 bodies. This looks like another F-class star. I didn't notice, but it looks like an F-class.
Fuel scooping complete.
Cooled off a tad. Okay. Who's been here before me? Somebody's been here before me. Private Rapport. No first footfalls. 2 biologicals of carbon dioxide. I imagine we have to go check that out. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13. Let me go ahead and target this. Of course, I'm honking again to see what the count was, because I was... Okay. So we'll go over here and map it and see if we got stratum or not. This is carbon dioxide, so it could be. Yes, I mean, we found one on the one carbon dioxide world, so... If it is, then I can say I've made, like, out of 6 systems, 2 Stratum Tectonicus. That's not bad. So we'll have to see. You know, we need a larger sample size, but have to see how it goes. Don't want to just assume, since it's a carbon dioxide atmosphere, that it's going to have, you know, stratum, or even more unlikely, Stratum Tectonicus. But I won't know till I scan it and or possibly go down to the surface, you know, and sample the stratum to see what kind it is. To my other chat window. I think when I clicked on Streamer Bot, there it is. We'll be heading back soon, though. Like I say, I'm gonna take a couple of hops laterally, then plot a course back. And we'll, of course, sample things on the way back and see what we find. If we can do a loop of shame here again. Maybe not. Maybe not. Okay, now we got control of our speed, so it's good. Looks like the daylight side's going to be on the right a little bit, but that's okay. Again, until I know what's down there, it's, you know, may or may not be worth efforting being on the daylight side. So. Hey, Elite Observatory said auto scan. It's carbon dioxide and it's landable. May have a new codex entry. Couldn't hear that, but somewhat meaningless until I know, until I map it. I think pretty much every planet says you could have a new codex entry. Well, yeah. Not like I've scanned every variant of every species and stuff known, so. Or that codex entry may be tied to the actual planetary body. I don't know how those things work. Nice bright white colored body though. Kinda speaks well, but we'll see. Alright, we ought to be close enough, and what we can do here. 6 probes, huh? Give it 3 just try to make sure. I don't know. Rainbow Husky.
Surface scanned by 50%.
And we got bacterium stratum. Ooh, only 2 biologics, but stratum's one of them. So, as you know, means we're going down. What kind of stratum it is? I've had really good luck finding Stratum Tectonicis when there's only 1 or 2 biologics. That's an interesting corollary there. Correlation does not mean causation, though, so what's smooth, what's not? Well, it looks like it's not going to be a problem anywhere, so we'll try to head up that way, I think. Yeah, maybe we'll right over there. Doesn't really matter. Let's try to find up. I'd actually like to go there, but I don't think there's any way in hell I can make. That's too much of an angle. So.
Orbital flight engaged.
All right. So what do we got? All right. That's as good as any. Yeah. We're going down over there. See what we find. Cross your fingers for Stratum Tectonicis, a carbon dioxide atmosphere with 2 biologics. bacteria and stratum. So if it is Stratum Technica, that will kind of increase my confidence in the low number of biologics associated with it, but we'll see. Again, though, I really didn't expect to find so much of it so fast without a single sulfur dioxide atmosphere. That's not complaining, just saying. All right, night vision on. Let's see what pops up when I get down low. It should be all over the place with any luck. And we'll sample it and see what we got. Got a pretty distinct look to it, though. Have these 0.4, okay, 0.41 G, a little bigger than higher than I thought, but it would be. So to start popping here in a moment. Don't want to slow down, Commander. Let's just stop. Let's just come to a stop so we can look down. What do we have here? Must be rocks. Those do not have the shape of the Stratum Tectonicus, though. So that's what, there's some type of stratum, but I don't think it's Stratum Tectonicus. No, definitely not. But we'll sample them anyway since we're here. Went to all the trouble, right?
Landing gear deployed.
Mother intrepid explorer will come through and see that there's already a first footfall here and stratum. And that bitter taste of disappointment. Somehow I'm grinning about that. Where is... Works? Okay. There's the first footfall. Let's go see what type of stratum this is. Definitely not Tectonicus, but let's see. Kind of weird looking, though. Stratum Tectonicis. That's a good thing. That's $16 million without the discovery bonus. That's pretty good. Okay. That's good to know. I sure hope people aren't trying to say something to me on Discord. Let me check real quick. I'm sure it's just other alerts, but I'm not all that familiar with Discord, so I don't see anything. Okay. So let's find another sample, shall we? It's gonna be hard. Got to go only 500 meters, so it's all over the place. It looks like. Okay. I like the little, like Stratum Tectonicus and kind of some others. It's got a greenish tint that kind of makes it easy to determine it's not a rock, as long as you have night vision off.
Landing gear deployed.
Well, at this rate, I'm going to have like 100 million. Well, I had one Tectonicus already, so yeah, I'll have over maybe like 150 million or more, depending on what I find on the way back still. Not that I'm not really out for the money on this particular trip. I'm just trying to see what conditions are ripe for Stratum Tectonicus. Be the second sample. Just trying to figure out if I want a screenshot of this. It'll be more editing later. So. Let's go. Last one. This will be quick. Then we head to another star system to see. So far, I have to say that the K and F stars seem to have more stratum in particular, not necessarily the stratum tech. So, and I guess by association or whatever a good word would be, since there's more stratum, then the likelihood of finding stratum tech might go up. I don't know. Haven't found a single sulfur dioxide world though yet, which is where I expected to find the most of stratum tech, but I'm not complaining. We'll see what we find out. Everybody, if it's in chat, I set my filter for route plotting to K and F type stars, and I was just trying to see if the occurrence of stratum, and more importantly Stratum Tectonicus, was increased for those things. And so far I've come to the conclusion that stratum overall appears to be more common than what I normally find. That takes care of that. Thanks to Reddit and Google, but I did find some stratum tech, so I don't have a large enough sample of planetary systems and stuff to make it a hard decision on anything yet. Oh, I don't want to leave yet. I want to go ahead and target the next star in my hops. We got two jumps to the end of my route, and then I'll go laterally sideways a little bit before I plot my course back to the carrier.
Landing gear retracted.
Okay, it looks like my destination is not in view, so I have to do it the
Frameshift drive
old-fashioned way.
launching.
Look at that nebula up there.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
I think that's the nebula where my carrier is at. I don't know of any other nebulas that close, so I am planning going back to the bubble relatively soon, and then I try to do a few days there, maybe not even days. I was kind of hoping to be back in the bubble when the new update drops, but I will then be going to I think the Bubble Nebula, just to check it out because it looks real cool. Never been there. My friend Chick Magnet has been there, but so I don't know if he's going to go over that way, but I probably will. It's about the same distance, I think, out from the bubble as I am now, but the bubble is not on a direct path. Civilization's bubble, I mean, is not on a path, direct path to the Bubble Nebula, so a little bit out of the way to go to the bubble instead of going directly to the Bubble Nebula, but that's okay. We're going to a K star this time instead of an F. We shall see if A, if it's been mapped, and B, if there is any biologics. And of course, if there's biologics, I will have to map the planet, at least at a minimum, to see if there's stratum there. I don't even go down if there's no stratum. If there is stratum, then I go down and sample it just to see what variant it is.
Fuel scooping.
3 bodies, that's a bad sign. A, B, there's no C, then there's a gas giant. I won't even I don't think I'll worry about... Oh, no, there's the third body. Oh, it's landable? Oh, it's geologic though. Okay. Helium atmosphere. But not what I'm looking for, so...
Frameshift drive charging.
Hopefully the ad alert has started working a minute before ads. There's some voice that tell you that ads in 1 minute.
4, 3,
Wasn't working when I had it set to 1 minute, so I had it set to 1 minute and 2 minutes, and it worked both times at 2 minutes and at 1 minute, so I don't know if whether it works or not at 1 minute alone. Okay, we are in the destination of the route system.
fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
2 bodies,
System
like,
scan
and that means 2
complete.
stars. So, get some distance from the star, and this B star. Okay. So I'll cool off, and we'll plot a route. Hopefully the filter will still work. We'll go sideways a little bit. Just... It ought to be far enough to make sure that the return path is different. How far is that? Trying to do a little further than, okay. Just to be sure we have enough angle. 3 jumps. Well, we'll check the intermediate systems, of course, and then we'll plot, of course, back to the carrier and check all those F and K stars. F and K, ha, I say that fast.
Frameshift drive
I'd be
charging.
funny. Again, I don't plan on 2 hours now. I don't see this going more than another hour. And I'll probably stream again later tonight.
2,
Tonight's Tuesday, right? It's not a server trip night, I don't think. Isn't that Wednesday night? But at any rate, I'll be streaming again later this evening. I'll probably resume... well, I might do the same type of thing, but change my jump. Instead of the economy jump, to switch it to the one where the jumps are much shorter.
fuel scooping. System scan
Or
complete.
that's not good either. ABC.
Fuel scooping complete.
We might not have anything here to worry about. Cool off a little bit. While I'm cooling off, I can look at the map, see if there are 4 bodies on it. Oh, yeah, 4 stars. No, nothing to be seen here, folks. Let's move on.
Frameshift drive charging.
And 2 jumps, okay. At the end of this, not this jump, but at the end of the next jump, I'll plot my course back, and we're working our way back to the carrier, and thus the end of the stream.
3, 2,
At which point I'll try to figure out if there's any benefit to just using F and K stars to find stratum. Last stratum I found was not Stratum Technica, but it still pays over 16 million without the discovery bonus. That's nothing to snooze at. The other one is just barely better than bacteria that I found, one of them, but
fuel scooping.
not bad. 10 bodies, so let's get a good scoop though while we're at it.
Fuel scooping complete.
Then we will figure out what's here and see if there's anything worth taking a closer look at. First, let's see if it's been mapped already. No. Okay. No one's been here. So let's put our foot down. Well, at least no. say Bacardi-san was here type thing. The mighty explorer, yeah. Explorers all over the galaxy are going, man, who's this Bacardi-san? He's everywhere. Which is not true, of course. It would take it virtually, I mean, not even virtually, it would take a lifetime to accomplish that. I'm afraid my remaining lifetime isn't sufficient to achieve something of that, degree. Nothing there. Nothing there. 5 of 10. Only takes one though. Okay, we got a couple here. Nothing there. Helps if you point at it. Nothing there. There. 8 of 10. At least it's not behind a star. That's a good sign. Nothing there. One left. Where's it hiding? There it is. Nothing there. So there is nothing here worth examining. Not even a single landable, but they all have atmospheres. Not even a single landable though. Next.
Frameshift drive charging.
I sure am glad I took a leave earlier. My neck was starting to hurt a little bit.
4,
Now it's fine.
2, 1, engage.
Just sharing that information. I know not why. Isn't it fun just sitting there watching somebody jump from system to system, as opposed to at least trying to find something on the surface of a planet? And so far, it has not been challenging at all to find the stratum that I'm looking for. I mean, any type of stratum. I mean, it's usually very prevalent. These Braben tunnels, though, are getting annoying. I don't know if y'all have noticed any, but I get them all the time. Okay, we are here where we're going to make our turn.
Fuel scooping.
7 bodies.
Fuel scooping complete.
Let me see what the 1 star, so let's see what we got. A little distance between us and the star. Hopefully to alleviate any chances of something being behind a star. Okay. Yet another undiscovered system. Very common out here where we are. Well, when I say we, I mean my friend Chick Magnet and I are both out in the same region. I think yesterday evening, I wasn't streaming. I went a bit ways out in every system.
Ads starting in 1 minute.
Hey, the alert works. Ads in 1 minute, guys. But every system I went through or two was undiscovered completely. And I found 3 tectonic, or stratum tectonic, yeah. Really good payout on that, by the way. I think I had $285 million before I was done to add to my count. There, but there was one lower. Okay. There. Not a. There'd be a sun. Oops.
System scan complete.
That was a high metal content. Alright. Nothing here, so now we work our way back to the carrier. Get a few jumps out of that to get back. wonder why, when I added my bookmark for my carrier, I don't know why it was under systems instead of favorites. Huh. It's okay now that I know. We have 8 jumps back. And it should be F and K stars. That's per my plan. I gotta remember to change my filter though back to KGB foam when I'm done with this stuff.
Frameshift drive charging.
Or else I might have some exciting times in the future. Well, I don't know. Somehow, one time, it got reset. I didn't do it. I mean, I don't know if it's some update or something that, it started selecting all stars, and I ended up calling the fuel rats. It was like picking all these stars that weren't scoopable, and before I discovered that, I was already, it was too late, But the fuel rats, I was still near the bubble, and the fuel rats showed up in like 3 minutes. I was very impressed. Very impressed with their service.
Fuel scooping.
Especially considering it was free.
Fuel scooping complete.
Okay, there's an A and B. I don't see a C, so let's see what kind of body it will be. Oh, I'm gonna have to scan for that gas giant. Man, that's annoying. No, well, not a gas giant per se, but let's see. Where would it be? Let's look around. Somewhere in between A and B, I would think, but oh, there it is.
System scan complete.
Just a nicey body. Okay. Next.
Frameshift drive charging.
I hope one of these systems has some biology that I can go down and check out. I mean, not just biology, but it has to be stratum. But
4, 3, 2.
it's a lot more fun doing that than jumping and honking and scanning. Done my share of honking and systems and scanning, and even more of just honking and scooping and moving on. When I was traveling from point A to point B, it's some distance apart.
Fuel scooping.
I see an orbital line
System
here.
scan complete.
Another 3-body system.
Fuel scooping complete.
A, B, C. Okay, well, we can keep going. I thought there was a 3-body problem with orbits.
Frameshift drive charging.
I don't know. I've heard about a 3-body problem, but I'll have to just research that to see if it's possible. I don't know. Is there a problem with 3 bodies in some weird,
4, 3,
weird-ass orbit
1.
against each other? I am not an astronomer or astrophysicist, so I have no idea. Don't even pretend to be one, even though I've got a nice, well, I've got a telescope.
Fuel scooping. System scan complete.
There's nothing here either.
Fuel scooping complete.
Nebula's getting bigger gradually. That's where we're headed, by the way. My carrier's parked in the nebula. Okay, there's nothing here. Whoops. Stars. So. In case you're wondering why the planetary thing was zooming across the screen, it's because I used my throttle to part of the navigating that map.
Charging.
And when I switched to it, I had the throttle going, or wasn't in 0. So. Whether this is an A or F, or a K or an F star. Jump into. Kind of disappointed. I mean, on the way out, there was biologicals, so I kind of assumed there would be biologicals going back. But so far, no joy. Another long tunnel. I just stare in its depths. Anytime now. Start spinning. Thank you. There's got to be some kind of server issue or load issue or something
Fuel scooping.
that's causing that. Because I know
System scan complete.
two bodies. I know other people have complained about it. There's 2 bodies here. How many more jumps we got? 4. Yeah. And the closer we get back to this area of the pretty much explored space, a lot of back to the nebula, makes finding something that's undiscovered less likely, and footfalls less likely. But for the purposes of this trip, it doesn't matter whether there's a first fall or it's already been discovered. I'm just trying to see if stratum's there and what type it is, and trying to come to some conclusion about whether I should focus more on K and F stars. Now on the way out, I was like, well, yeah, it seems to be a little more, but now I'm not so sure because I've went through multiple, more systems now than I did on the way out, and I haven't found anything. So it'd just be random chance, very small samples. Sample size is way too small to come to any real conclusion.
System scan
See?
complete.
I'm just trying to come to something I can use intuitively and go, well, it seems like, but cool off just a tad.
Frameshift drive charging.
3 jumps, yeah. I don't know though. We found stuff, a single jump from the carrier. Not as many now because we found them, but found several systems that were undiscovered, just 1 jump away from the carriers. So. But everything inside the nebula, a lot of things inside the nebula have already been mapped and stuff, or discovered at least. You get just outside the nebula and it's just like you're in deep space again. When I came out here, or decided to come out here, I looked at several maps of whether this is a high traffic area or not. And it's definitely not a high traffic area. Well, we've got 13 bodies, so we'll see
Fuel scooping complete.
we'll see what's here. Cool off a little bit and get the star out of the way in case I have to scan things. Let's see if that's far enough. First, let's see what other people say about the system. Looks like someone's been here already. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and no landable bodies with atmospheres. So, takes care of that solution, or that problem. Look how big the nebula is now, though. At least, of course, the nebula is the same size. We're just much closer to it.
Frameshift drive charging.
And the next jump, not this one, but the next jump will be inside the nebula. So. Unless I find something in this system, that's it. There won't be anything else. Let's go back to the carrier and turn in my winnings, if you want to call it that. Made $483 million yesterday, which isn't bad. I'm not complaining. That was good. Before I go back to the bubble, I'd like to make another billion, but I don't know if that's going to happen or not.
Fuel scooping.
I don't like the lack of exclusion zone either. Here it is. 9 bodies. So let's see what we got.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
Yeah, I don't need to scoop anyway. I'm good on fuel. Let's see what's here. 9 bodies. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 1 landable with an atmosphere. And 2 biologics with sulfur dioxide. it's got a first footfall. But we got to go there anyway to find that Stratum Tech that I know is there on the sulfur dioxide with 2 biologicals. My feeling, but even before I started this today, was a sulfur dioxide planet with 1 or 2 biologicals. As always, in my experience, has always had Stratum Technica. So we'll see though. We shall see. And even if it's already no first footfall, that'll still be like 16, 18 million. But if it is Stratum Technica, I mean, simple mapping of it will tell me if there's stratum there, and if there is stratum, then I'm very confident that it's Stratum Technica. Probably jinxing myself here, but because my thought going into this was, I'm looking for sulfur dioxide planets, with atmospheres of that. And where is an increased likelihood of finding those? Because they're, to me, in my mind, they're associated with Stratum Tectonicus, and they're not very common that I've seen. I mean, I find neon and argon and carbon dioxide way more often than I do sulfur dioxide, but we'll see. I didn't even notice what type of star this was. I'm going to stop there. I want to know what type of star it is. So. Okay, is he going to tell me? Oh, it's class F. Okay. Well, I have not made. I did not remember what class of star it was that I found the other sulfur dioxide systems in. So. I might just take off the K and just switch to F, but in Reddit they said, some ammonia worlds and stuff too. I don't know, but I did find one of carbon dioxide, and did I find 2 on this trip out? I don't know. I don't know when I turn in. But I do know that this is the first sulfur dioxide system I found on the trip. And it's unfortunate that someone's already been here, but alright. Just because they got first footfall doesn't mean that they got the biologicals. But in my mind, I'm sure they did. That's a whole kind of... You go through a lot of systems out here where people have been there and did a first footfall, and they only do first footfalls primarily on planets with biology. They don't always, but if there's biology there, and someone actually went to the trouble to land, I'm sure they were collecting samples. But we'll see. You do find a lot of systems that evidently they were scanned in horizons or something, so they couldn't get a first footfall or collect biological data because they didn't exist then. So that's helpful. There are a lot of systems like that. Okay. 6 probes, and that was a crappy shot. So we want to go little. Yeah, I'll go ahead and give it another one to be generous. That should do it.
Surface scanned by 50%.
The bacteria in the stratum? Bacterium and stratum.
Complete.
So let's go find out if the axiom holds true. Let me switch that off. I don't need it anymore. I would prefer smoother terrain. Okay. Let me get a look at the down here. It don't matter. That'll work. And let's go for the bigger area, though it might be easier to find a smoother spot. I like to find stratum on like flat plains and stuff. It makes A, makes landing easier, and B, it just stands out. Usually the stratums, you know, pretty easy to find and pretty, scratching my back, sorry about that. Pretty prolific, predominant, you know, easy, it's just everywhere. And this planet obviously isn't everywhere though, so we'll see.
Orbital flight engaged.
Okay, let's take a nice final look at this terrain. Yeah, let's see what it is. It is what it is. Well, this is kind of good. I mean, the last stop before I get back to the carrier, so it'd be kind of nice to pick up a Stratum Tech, even if it isn't with the bonus, but... we be gliding. Not as smooth as I would like, but we'll see what we got. Night vision on, maybe things will stand out. We got 0.4 OG. I'll endeavor not to bounce off of the ground. Let's go over here a little bit. Hopefully it'll be scattered all over this place, but we'll see. Things be showing up already. Okay, if that's stratum and it's not stratum. I'm just looking at the shape of these things to see if maybe just a rock, which is kind of a good thing. A lot of times it has this kind of shape, but not. Oh, what is that? That's the bacteria, isn't it, or is it? No, that's Stratum Tectonicus. All right. Because it doesn't have that cylindrical type shape. It's more of a splotch, so... boy, it doesn't stand out very much for this ground, though, does it? Well, that kind of confirms even more that with the sulfur dioxide theory and one or two biologicals. You know, I actually found it with one biological on a sulfur dioxide. It wasn't bacteria. And I was like, okay. Turned out to be Stratum Tectonicus. And I was like, very happy. That happened yesterday. Come on, don't hang on me. Let's do this. Where's that ugly splotch at? I didn't land on anything. Where you go? I know they're here somewhere. Oh, there we go. This could be a little more challenging to find. Hopefully not, but I know what they look like against the surface now, and we'll see. I don't know. Usually I think it's a little greener than that, but let's see. It's got the right vein texture. Yep, it is. Stratum Tectonicus. Minimum payout 19,800,000. Without a bonus, which I won't get on this planet, but most likely I won't. I mean, there's no guarantee whoever got the first football scanned it, but where am I going? Most likely he did. I've actually been in systems where people, everything was scanned except the bacteria. I scanned everything anyway. When I turned in, though, I got a discovery bonus on the bacteria, and I was like, oh, okay. That's why I learned it's not the first footfall that counts. It's the, the first person to turn in from that planet be the discovery bonus. So I just assumed it had to do with the first footfall. I was wrong. Okay, this is going to be a little more challenging, so I have to go 500 meters minimum. I haven't done yet, but there should be some any moment now. Okay. I mean, usually it's really common. Go. It looks so small though. Huh.
Landing gear deployed.
Give y'all a better view instead of my big nose in the front of the camera. Anytime now, lander. You're down. Even though it says unsuitable terrain, I'm sure it'll figure it out. I have confidence. All right, we'll give it another try. I mean, it wouldn't be a stream if I wasn't bitching about the auto lander. I do every stream. Especially with terrain like this, I'm not, you shouldn't have any trouble landing. I would think. I think there's one now right there. Do the second sample. That was quick. Yeah, hopefully we'll find that third sample easily and we can get out of here. I have to say though, that's probably the hardest time.
Landing gear retracted.
Usually it stands out better than that. So this is one of the most difficult times of finding it on the surface. I mean, it's not that hard. Like it's right there because the little greenish tint gives it away, but it's not quite far enough yet. So. Come on, I should have gone 500 meters by now. There it is. I think there's one right there too. Yeah. It'll be right when I walk straight out to it, hopefully. Assuming the lander doesn't move me 800 feet away.
Gear deployed.
This is nothing compared to normal. Normally I end up walking a long way, but come on, man. Okay. Where'd he go? They've been right behind me. Oh, there's some over there. Okay, that worked. I swore I would have been closer to it, but the lander moved me. But that's moved me. That's sideways. I don't remember it moving me sideways. But it is what it is. Okay. I'm sure I'll get back and I'll find out that I landed right on top of it and it'll be under the ship or something. This'll work though. we be done? Oh, see? See? It's right there. I do that all the time. Literally, it's right here. And here. And I come out facing this way. I did not go, oh, it's right there. That's funny. That happens with a disappointing amount of routineness. That is not my destination system. Oh, well, why is it not listed here? It should be PPC 14. Oh, that's weird. Let's see what it does. Okay, yeah, I didn't think so. That's weird. Usually it... Oh, it's right there. Because we're closer than the... it's closer than the other one. Okay. I just thought automatically your next jump is listed at the bottom, but that's not the case, obviously.
Landing gear retracted.
Let us go. The next jump will be a system with the carrier, and we'll go to the carrier, and after I turn in, I'll end the stream. Nothing else to see, folks, except see how much I turn in.
Frameshift drive charging.
Those of you who have hung in during the stream, I do appreciate that.
1. Engage.
Whether you chat or lurk, I appreciate it. You're more than welcome to chat, though, and say you're doing it wrong, or, you know, or ask questions, or, you know.
Frameshift
Say
drive
you screwed up, you
charging.
missed one, you drove right by it, or flew right by it. That happens all the time. Not that people say that to me all the time, but it happens all the time. I'll be watching one of my VODs on YouTube later,
4.
and I'll go, you know, you flew right by that bacteria or something, you know? It just happens. Get focused trying to fly and, you know, scan the ground and miss something to the side a little bit. Not even gonna honk because my carrier's right there.
Fuel scooping.
And yeah, I'm gonna use Super Cruise Assist because I'm tired of embarrassing myself and doing flybys, you know.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
Maybe if I align. Okay. But it's been fun. I'm not sure what conclusions to reach though. But I found Stratum Tech twice, maybe 3 times on this, and that's higher than average. Even twice is higher than average. So there may be something to the K and F. I'll have to do a little more research on it to see. And far more research on
Ads
whether or
starting
not...
in 1 minute.
Oh, ads in 1 minute. Boy, I like that. The alert's actually working now. I thought about doing a some type of alarm bill like the TARDIS Cloister alarm or whatever it's called. That gong it does. But I will wait to turn in until ads are over for you guys that hang through the ads. Just so you can see. Oh,
Wake up. Viking_0 is raiding. Forcing 3
Great.
victims to suffer through your stream.
Viking_0, thanks for the raid. Ads are getting ready to start in 20 seconds. I apologize for that. And I'm getting ready to end the stream here pretty shortly. But I appreciate the raid very much. And if you hang through the raid, you'll see what I'm turning in. I'll explain what I'm doing. Or what if you hang through the ads.
Docking request accepted. A landing pad has been assigned to you, Commander. Request accepted.
gear deployed.
Okay.
Docking successful.
I have no idea if ads are running.
How may we assist
I
you?
got a widget up there that shows me how long the ads are going to run for, but I don't see that. Hmm. So I'm trying to wait. Okay, the ads will be over in 1 minute and 30 seconds. So I will wait before I turn in stuff to some you guys who have hung through the time can see at least what I've achieved so far. But I'm not sure what conclusion to reach. I'm just using Class K and Class F stars to find stratum. I have to say, in all honesty, that I'm not sure, but it appears on the small samples that I've done on this little trip that I did find stratum more often, and I did find several Stratum Tectonicus. So again, I will do this again and try to be a little more organized and much larger sample size. I will kind of plot the same distances, but I'll change my jump size or jump distance to the you check the option on the route planner to use the large number of jumps. Excuse me, what is it, economy mode or something? That should, if it's possible to plot the route using just a Class F and A, that should help a whole lot. I don't know if the ads are over or not yet. Might be. I'm going to turn in my stellar data here. It's not too bad for, almost $1 million just for that, but did discover numerous systems while I was out here. And I'll show you guys where I'm at in just a minute, what I did. What I did, first of all, is I just went kind of a few hops out, then sideways, and then back in, using just Class A and F stars to try to see if that increased the odds of finding stratum and hopefully Stratum Tech. I'm 9,000 light years from the bubble, and I just kind of, went out sideways a little bit and came back, so we shall see. I'm gonna go turn in. I didn't go out to do a lot of money or raise a lot of credits on this. I was really just trying to experiment and see if that, how often I found stratum compared to what I normally experience. And I will definitely say I found stratum more often than I normally do. And hopefully finding stratum more often than I normally do will increase the odds of finding Stratum Tectonicus, which is the highest paying thing in the game, at least biology. And I found a different type of stratum that supposedly is going to pay $16 million before the discovery bonus, so that's not too shabby either. I think Stratum Tectonicus pays like 18 something before the discovery bonus. And with the discovery bonus, it's between 85 usually, or 80 million and 100 million, so we'll see what we get here.
Yes.
You're gonna be a pain today, aren't you? I had this happen before. There it is. Sometimes it doesn't want to interact.
Fellow inquisitive mind, we always seek to learn more about life in the black.
Yeah. Let's see what we got. You taking so long? I've got 984 million right now in my account. Okay, there it is. We got 64 million before any discovery bonuses. This is going to be a pain to do. 'Cause I need to see. Okay, there's one Stratum Tectonicus. I'm going to try not to sell that yet. I want to. There's one. That's the other one. Look at that, 16 million just for that though. Okay, that's two Stratum Tectonicus. There's another one that's not. Look at that. That's a measly payout for the Stratum. Another measly one. So we got two Stratum Tectonicus. So 64 million before any discovery bonuses. 226 million total. That's not too bad. And I did not get a discovery bonus on one of the Stratum Tectonicus because it had already had a first footfall on stuff. But that's not too bad. All right.
Is that everything?
Yeah, that's everything. Thanks.
Vista thanks you for your contribution.
Yeah, I thank you for your cash. Again, though, I am going to be ending the stream. I'm sorry, Raiders. If you came in with the raid, Viking 0, and that reminds me. I may have to type this, though. Hang on. Because he hadn't said anything in chat. Not letting me alt-tab to what I want. Oh my gosh. Okay. No, it's not going to let me. I'll have to do it this way. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to give him a shout out. Normally I can just hover over their name if they say anything in chat. Hey, Neon Light. Hi again. If you're just starting out with Exobiology, is running the Billionaires Boulevard or Expressway to Exo and just grabbing the 19 million wins a decent starting out approach? Absolutely. I mean, that's pretty much a guarantee of finding things as opposed to doing like I'm doing, where I'm just randomly going out trying to find things. The only difference is for what that 19 million thing, the one thing that gives you 19 million, you know, I get almost 100 million for in most cases. But, you know, I got to lead an exploration by doing the Road to Riches. And then, you know, I got all the other stuff by going to Sagittarius A and honking and scooping and mapping and things like that. If you're just trying to get money or you're anything, that there's nothing wrong with that at all. I mean, you have to look at your goal, I guess, to see what it is you want to do. You know, I'm not even elite in bio yet. Getting close, though. Closer. I think got to have 3 billion in bio. I should be really close to that now. At least to get out of the I don't even remember what rank I am. I hope that answers your question. If I had known about the Billionaires Boulevard when I first started XO, I would have done it just to get money. I mean, there's no better way, in my opinion, no easier way at least, to get good money, you know, doing exobiology. So, and you don't need to go out in the black to do it, but, you know, each their own. But there's nothing wrong with that. You know, do it and, you know, come back to me and let me know how fast you get your first billion, you know. Usually takes me about, I can make $1 billion out in the black if I played, you know, like 8 hours a day, probably in 3 days or so. Because you get higher payments because of the discoveries, but I don't know how long it would take on the Billionaires Boulevard, but that sounds like a good idea. I like that. Do it. Go back and park on my ship. Thank you very much for coming in. I'm sorry I'm coming up on 3 hours, and I will be streaming later tonight. I just wanted to quickly run this little test and see if, you know, you know, if it makes finding stratum, any type of stratum, easier. And I definitely found more stratum than I normally do, especially for the number of systems I went through. But I'll have to do a more extensive test to see. I might do that tonight or something. I won't say it's in test. I'll just plot my route with F and K stars and just keep doing it. Alrighty, well, I appreciate it. You're more than welcome to come in anytime. What I do is not rocket science. It's just I just play the game and ramble a lot. And I appreciate you coming in. I really do. And I don't know who Viking Zero was, you know, but I do appreciate the raid. I guess you didn't come in with the raid. I don't know, but again, thanks for coming in. And don't hesitate to chat with me, because you know I'd much rather chat with somebody than just ramble on and on and on. So, at any rate, I'm not. I guess I could raid somebody. I usually do, but I don't even know who's on right now. You have anybody you want to raid? Anybody have any personal preference about who to raid? Let me see who's on here. Stargoids. Stargoid's a cool guy. He raided me one night. It was really nice. He had like 80 people that brought in his raid. Way more than I usually see. Okay. You know, Vindicious, he comes in and hangs out every now and then. I think I'll raid her. I can't say her name. If I don't have any objections to that, as soon as I'm ready, I will start my outgoing music, and then, as usual, I'll trigger the raid. There she is. So let's get going. Y'all have a great evening. I appreciate y'all coming in. 07.
Searching the stars for a world like home. Aft explorer drifting through the dark we roam. Scanners up, signals strong. Every system's a map, every scan's a song. From the edge of the void to the planets untold. Hunting for life in the cosmic cold. Alien signals beneath the sky. Exobiology waiting, no limits to fly. From the edge of the void to the planets untold. Hunting for life in the cosmic cold. Alien signals beneath the sky. Exobiology waiting, no limits to fly. Earth-like worlds untouched and wild. Pirates out there with fury piled. Between the peace and danger's call. Bacardi stands strong, never will fall. Bacardi's on the hunt, stars in his sight. Exploring the unknown through endless nights. From Earth-like dreams to the pirate's fire. With the Corvette blazing, his enemies retire. Trekking life forms, chasing down the fight. In the depths of space, he's the guiding light. Boots hit the ground, scanners ping alive. Biological wonders in the deep survive. Through the nebulous reach, to the stars untamed. Every new discovery adds to the game. But there's danger out there in the pirate zone. Federal Corvettes, engines moan. Locked in tight, no mercy given. When pirates attack, it's survival driven. Between the stars and battles fought, he never loses the mission he's got. Life in the black, born for the quest. quest, Bacardi pushes on, never needs rest. Bacardi's on the hunt, stars in his sight, exploring the unknown through endless nights. From Earth-like dreams to the pirate's fire, with the Corvette blazing, his enemies retire. Trekking life forms, chasing down the fight. In the depths of space, he's the guiding light. From the blackest void to the brightest star, Bacardi's traveled the galaxy near and far. No pirate too strong, no world too small. Commander Bacardi answers the call, exploring the mysteries, fighting the foe. In the galaxy's depths, it's where he'll go. Bacardi's on the hunt, stars in his sight, exploring the unknown through endless nights. From Earth-like dreams to the pirate's fire, with the Corvette blazing, his enemies retire. Trekking life forms, chasing down the fight. In the depths of space, he's the guiding light. From the blackest void to the brightest star, Bacardi's traveled the galaxy near and far. No pirate too strong, no world too small.